So welcome back to Fresh Talks. I'm here in Hong Kong with José Antonio Gómez, who's Chief Executive of Camposol International. José Antonio, you're a very busy man. You're traveling all over the world, working your product that you're producing in Peru. And this part of the world, Asia, has become a very important market for you. You opened an office in Shanghai essentially a year ago.
Yes.
How's that been going? Has it been working in the way you expected?
Actually surpassed our expectation.
Oh, great.
Our idea of the first year was to have an exploratory work and try to understand how the consumer behave and what are the opportunities. You know that China is a market that is changing rapidly.
Absolutely.
We have new formats that are evolving, you know, the online to offline business, the e-commerce, the traditional retailer, and we have a lot of doubts, you know, where to play and how to go. And this office has helped us to understand, but most important, to play already. So we're playing. I will say that on the top 10 guys, we are in 80% of them.
Already?
Already. So same on the e-commerce platforms. So we have presence in Alibaba, WeChat. A couple of months ago, we were invited by the WeChat, the CEO of Alibaba, Daniel San, and we signed a memorandum of understanding.
An MOU, yes.
Yeah, so if you look at their brochure, we are listed as a partner. We are also doing a business with JD.com, which is also a very important platform.
Absolutely.
And in the most important retailers, we have presence right now.
And this is essentially with avocados and blueberries, is it?
Yes, avocados and blueberry mainly, but we are developing a little bit more our citrus business over here and our mango business over here. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of this year, we have a very interesting note on Olé supermarkets with our mangoes from Peru.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mangoes by air with very high level of sweetness that we're receiving Olé and
Now, Peru is a kind of relatively new supplier to the market, and for many Asian people in the business, I can imagine they're thinking, where do I source from? How do I get Peru? How have they got to understand Peru as a supplier, and what do they see the advantages to be of Peru as a supplier?
Peru is a very unique supplier, and the uniqueness is that it can grow really fast. Most people still have in their mind that Peru is a newcomer, and it's a newcomer. But for example, in the case of avocados, Peru is the second largest exporter of avocados in the world after Mexico.
Already?
So already surpassed Chile, surpassed Spain,
is that right?
And it keeps growing really fast. When it comes to blueberries, for example, everybody has Chile in their mind as the big powerhouse of the South. Chile produces around 100,000 tons of blueberries. This year, Peru is going to do 75,000 tons. So we are pretty much 75% of what Chile is right now. And if the speed keeps going as the speed is going, we should be surpassing Chile in 2 years.
And you perform extremely well in the blueberry market here in China in particular, don't you?
Yes, yes.
You've got very high penetration.
We got high penetration. The beauty of the Chinese market is that the local production of blueberries is increasing significantly. And that creates by itself a market that is supplying on the Northern Hemisphere window. And the consumer wants to have year-round. So the other option is basically Chile, but Chile normally starts around December, January. So from August till the end of the year, you have an empty market. And that's where Peru play a role, a very important
That's
role.
where you're able to slot in your product.
Correct, correct. Peru has a very unique capacity with blueberries that we can target our farm based on the pruning and not on the weather. So we can move our window according to the market needs.
Oh, that's a fantastic opportunity to have.
That's unique. That doesn't happen anywhere in the world.
Now tell me about the kind of, clearly you're making lots of investments in production. You've just, I think, started investing in avocado production in Colombia, for example. What's happening there?
Well, I can't explain much about the business, but basically we have invested in Colombia. We have a project, a large project, and the project goes in line with our company strategy of trying to have 52 weeks of supply. So we're looking really for options to get into a 52 weeks of supply. That basically put us out of Peru And we have found Colombia to be the right place, and we are increasing our production there. By the end of this year, we should be around maybe 500 hectares or more.
Now, Asia is a very important market for you. I mean, the Europe and the US are very important to you as well, but Asia is one that seems to be growing quite significantly, or has the potential for growth quite significantly. And you've been coming to this conference for quite a few years now. What is it that you find that's useful about this conference? Is it the information? Is it the networking? What is it that you find useful?
As you know, agriculture is about making decisions for the long term. And in order to do that, you need to understand trends. So information definitely is a key point. You come here, you see the numbers. The numbers are pictures, but the most important part is that you get to talk to people, and you get to understand their experiences, their visions on the long-term view for the market, also for production. And with that, you can gather enough information to start making decisions on the agricultural side. So I don't think there is a better way to gather information and to build connections than being here and talking to the people face to face.
It helps you make better business decisions, does it?
Much better business decisions. I mean, I mentioned to you, first time I came here, almost 9 years ago, a lot of information that we heard, we listen, we validate, allow us to make decisions. Now we open the office over here because we knew and we still believe that this market is going to surpass many other traditional markets. And most of that comes from, from the last 9 years of listening to people and looking at numbers and getting confirmation that, what you have in your gut feeling is right.
It is correct.
Is correct, yes.
Oh, wonderful. That's very good to hear. José Antonio, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Join us for other Fresh Talks throughout the conference. Thank you.